Yo, what's going on guys, so I'm here. Now today I'm showing you another gold farm in BFA. Now this one takes place in Dune. It's probably the second or the third one that I cover in Dune. But I really do like farming this mount. It's probably the best mount that I've seen that I can actually farm and sell on the auction house. It's a hyena mount. So what you're farming for in this mount is the captured Dune Scavenger as well as World BOE epics. And you're farming for green so that you can scrap for Expulsum or Vendor or Disenchant, whatever you want. Now if you're wondering where we farm, you can see on the map right now, in Dune in the middle towards the west. Now there was originally a world quest down here. I still think it has a chance of spawning on the world quest while spawning cycle. And you pick up Azurite, and this is actually an old farm that got nerfed and now, well, it works again. So people used to farm here back in the day and they used this hyperspawn effect, but then Blizzard nerfed it. And because there is a world quest here, it took way too long to do that world quest because these enemies didn't spawn, and in order to complete the world quest you had to kill a couple of enemies. So the people just complained because the world quest took way too long to complete and there was so much downtime during the world quest because Blizzard fixed the hyperspawn and it just put them on a very long respawn timer. So you had to wait like 5 minutes for a mob to respawn, and then people would just be camping that mob so it could be killed too fast for you to even tag the mob. And I think that's just why they re-enabled the hyperspawn. Well, no matter why they did it, they have fixed this. So you can now farm again, which is really amazing because I love this farming spot. The only drawback for me, the only bad thing about this, is that a lot of these mobs have a whirlwind effect, like these Ravagers. You can see the Sethrak Ravager. They start to do a whirlwind, and that whirlwind will knock you back and deal area of effect damage. So this kind of makes it impossible to have melee, as in a Demon Hunter or Warrior, around the statue just doing massive AoE damage, because anytime these Ravagers do a whirlwind they will knock you back, and even if you're a Warrior and you can charge back in, or if you're a Demon Hunter you can fell rush back in, you will just be knocked away again because there are so many of these Ravagers doing the whirlwind, so they're just gonna knock you back, which is really bad. So this is really only a farm for tanks, healers and ranged. If you're a melee, I would just don't do this farm. Level up a ranged or a tank or a healer, or just do any of the other farms. There are several farms in Dune, and there's also farms in Borealis and other zones as well. So there's a lot of farms you can do, but this one is specifically aimed towards range because of the ability that I just talked about. So yeah. The dream combo for me is a monk tank. Well, right now I'm a monk healer, but it would be a monk tank, me as a tank, and having the discipline priest to tag mobs and heal my statue. And I would obviously heal my statue a bit myself as well, but I think my main job would be to tag a bit, and I could just heal my statue whenever it's needed. And the same goes with the priest, just throw a couple of heals on the statue and then run around and pull. And just have 3 mages and 3 boomkins. Now that is really the dream combo, but that doesn't really always work, so you could pick up hunters, warlocks, shadow priests, whatever really, anything that has a fast pulling like way really. So for a discipline priest you could just run around, discipline or shadow priest could just run around and put a dot on the target. Same goes for warlock, just have them go affliction and put a dot on the target to pull them fast and make them follow you. Pull them towards the statue and kill them there. Now you do want to have a couple of mages to just kill them really fast, or boomkins. Boomkins do insane AoE damage as well. So for me this is a really good farm. I make roughly 20k per hour only by tidespread linen, and then roughly 10k per hour from greens because I scrap them. I use Expulsum to make, well, leatherworking or tailoring items. So I make roughly 35k gold per hour with the tidespread linen, the greens and vendoring, just everything in general. I make roughly 35k gold per hour in this farm, and that is not including the epics. And for me, if I get the mount, I am the only one right now on my server selling this mount. So the last one I sold, the last captured Dune Scavenger that I sold for 1 million, and I'm currently trying to sell one for 2 million because I am the only one supplying the auction house with this mount, so I can pretty much charge whatever I want for it. So yeah, if I get the mount, that's an easy 1 million in my pocket, which is really good money. And I think on an average you would be able to get that mount roughly every 10, 15, 20 hours or something. So if you add that on the value, it's gonna make me roughly 100k per hour probably, like depending on if I sell the mount for 100k, no, not 100k, 1 million or 2 million. So if I sell it for 1 million, I would probably get 50k per hour from the mount, assuming I get one mount every 20 hours farming this. That would be 50k per hour on top of the 30k that I'm already making, which makes me 80k per hour with this farm. Now that is also based on that I would sell the mount for 1 million, which is not a guaranteed sale, because anyone else could start farming this and undercut me and so on, which could be bad. So it's all hypothetical really, and I don't know, theoretical, I don't know. I could be making 80k per hour doing this farm, I could be making way less or way more depending on how much I'm actually able to sell the mount for. But the thing is, it's a really good farm, and it's really, like, you don't need to be that efficient, the mobs have really low HP, you just need a good combo and don't invite any melee, and you should be good to go. So that is pretty much it. I showed you where the farm is, so if you want to try this farm out, just go to Dune, check it out, try it for yourself, and see how much you'll be able to make, and if you're actually able to get the mount. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, then leave a like, leave a sub, and I'll see you around. Peace.